How much do I make? I make about, well, after taxes, I make Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blossom Taiwo. I talk about all things beauty, business, and lifestyle, so if that sounds cool to you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I asked you all to send me your consulting questions, your corporate America questions, and I can answer them. And I want to do a chit-chat already with me because I definitely have to do my hair. Question number 1, what do you do? Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know what exactly I do consulting. So basically what consultants are, we are problem solvers. So we're experts in various industries that help solve problems of businesses, companies, people. For example, let's say Disney wants to market to like a different demographic of people. Let's say they want to market to more Black or urban populations, right? They would call people to do that for them. Like, companies can do that themselves, but like sometimes they don't have the knowledge or like the time or the resources to devote to like having a big old project like that, kind of having a rebranding, remarketing, revamping or something like that. And then that's where we come in. They would call other people to do it for them basically. So you call consultants, people who are experts in the industry, and solve the problem for them. Does that make sense? That's like the easiest way I can explain it. Next question. Do I like the travel aspects?
Oh, hell no!
So with consulting, typically it's a unique thing where like you travel a lot with consulting. Basically, with at least my project, I would have been traveling every week, Monday to Thursday, and like I'm going in a hotel every week basically and working there. So if I was out of the New York office and the client that needed help was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, then they would ask me to come and they would have to kind of accommodate me, right? They would pay for the travel for me to come either every day, or they would house me in a hotel basically from Monday to Friday, where Thursday night I would go back to my house or my home office or whatever, and then work on Friday either from home or from the home office. So do I like the travel aspect? No. I know that might be a surprise because I mean, I'm young, they're paying for travel. Basically, they pay for food too while you're traveling, which is super awesome too. But for me, I didn't like when I was traveling because it was just so much. Like, guys, when I tell you, they work you like crazy. It's like you have nothing to do. You're not going home, so like what? I don't know. I just didn't like the traveling aspects of it at all. It was cool, but I was coming home to like I would come back to an empty hotel room every night. Like, oh my gosh, it was so ridiculous. Leave work at like 7, 8 o'clock. But it's just like you're trapped. That's how I felt. I really felt trapped. So no, I didn't like the travel aspects. When I travel, I need to travel for fun, for enjoyment and experience, not just traveling. Yes, someone's paying for it. It's really nice, but at the end of the day, just because someone's paying for it doesn't mean it's more enjoyable. At least for me. So I didn't like the travel aspects. Okay, so one person wanted tips for managing work relationships as a consultant. To manage work relationships as a consultant, kind of no different really from a traditional corporate America job, right? Like, you kind of just have to make sure you're professional, make sure you have decorum when you speak to people, own up to your mistakes, be good with communication. You know, I think it's really just quote-unquote professionalism. It's not anything unique to consulting. I think if anything with consulting, your network kind of is a little bit more important than other industries. You networking and you making sure you can talk to people because that's how you get on different projects. By different projects, I mean like different basically work opportunities. So if, for example, if Disney had a problem and I wanted to go work at Disney, I can do that through my company. If Facebook had a problem and I wanted to go work at Facebook, I can do that through my company. If Papa John's had a problem and I wanted to work at Papa John's, I can do that through my company. So with that, you kind of have to network like crazy and just like introduce yourself and make sure they know who you are, what you can do, what you can bring to the table, and why you're a valuable asset to whatever project you're going to be doing or hopefully doing. So that's the only thing with consulting. Your network is really important, and you just got to make sure you are kind of intentional about it. But that's like life, right? Like, you have to be intentional about a lot of things that you do. So, guys, don't judge me also the way I'm straightening this hair. I'm kind of just over it. So, I'm just going to try to straighten it however, but yeah. So you have to be intentional about everything you do. If this is XYZ is your goal, then you know you need to do like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps to get to it. So, it's kind of just how you navigate the space and things of that nature. How do I refrain from fighting at the firm? From people catching these hands? Well, let's see. I haven't found anybody yet. You know what? That's the grace of God. It's not me. It's the grace of God, because the way in which people have literally obviously touched my hair when I had twists. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that. They like comment on my hair. They'll confuse me with the other black girl who literally who's a different shade than me, different height than me, different hairstyle than me, different weight than me. Like one time, I didn't get called the N-word at work, but they said it in my face as if it was okay. Even, you know, just microaggressions that happen, unfortunately. So I would definitely just say, Jesus, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe in God, I would definitely just try to find a good network that you can rely on. Because like it's hard being black in corporate America. It's really hard, you know. So I wish that like, I don't know. I feel like we all have similar stories, which is kind of ridiculous. Because like, why do we have similar stories? Because we work with the same types of people who don't really care about other cultures, who don't really know better, who don't even take the effort to get to know better in terms of race relations and things like that. So again, I would just try to find someone who you trust so you can talk it out, because it can get really overwhelming. But ultimately, I put my faith in Jesus because, whew, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Not me. And I'm supposed to be forgiving, you know. So I forgive my counterparts, my ignorant counterparts. For any of you wondering what I'm spraying, it's Tresemme Heat Protection up to 450 Heat Tamer protects against heat damage. Because just because it's a wig doesn't mean it can't get heat damage. Am I right, ladies? How much do I make? Okay, there's a rumor that consultants make a lot of money because we're solving problems, right? Problems that companies can't solve themselves. So they're going to pay us pretty high rates. So I make about, well, after taxes, I make, just kidding, I don't think I can reveal my salary. Because I don't mind telling people my salary. I think it might be against my company policy and I'm not trying to get fired. So I don't think I can tell you guys how much I make. But I can tell you, like, if y'all are like only for the money for a couple of years, I would definitely consider consulting as a profession. If you guys want to work for a couple of years and then, you know, move on to something else, switch into the actual industry in which you're interested in, or just be an entrepreneur, whatever you want to do, really. Okay. Think it straight, guys. Wow, I thought that would take forever. I really thought that would take forever. Hold on. Well, it's straighter than it was. I don't know if it's bone straight, but this will do. I have to fix it, obviously. Obviously, I'm gonna do my edges, guys, but the hair is looking nice.
You look good. Right. You look good. Yeah.
It's looking nice and straight. All right, again, I'm gonna fix like. I have my hot comb ready. Got my hot comb ready, and I have my glue ready. So I'll be spraying it down and fixing it. But this was just to straighten it anyway. So I'm glad that at least it kind of came out straighter than it was before. So guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, because I can definitely do a part 2 if you have more questions about consulting. If I didn't touch on what you would like to hear, let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.